Hey fellas, welcome back to 6:30 Games. The time now is it's 10:50. Okay, well, I'm playing the F-100 today because I had missions, but I just completed a mission, so won't be doing that. As usual, the Discord link is to the right, and I'll be playing Air Superiority. Although at level 20, I'm not sure if I'm going to get real players. In Extra Game 1 I did, but in Extra Game 2 I did not, so let's see. Hopefully we're going to match up against someone. As usual, if you want me to play specific planes or highlight planes, just drop them in the comment section below, or if you are in the Discord, just message me there. Great, and yeah, I'll come back to when the game begins. See you in a bit. Okay, match time was about 40 seconds, so there should be real players. Looks like there's gonna be two, it's 2v2. I've got an F-15 and they have a Su-30, but they have an F-1, so that's something I need to watch out for. I spawned at B side, or north side. I should just say north side or south side, right? In that case I spawned north side, and well, north side has the tunnel to B, so we're gonna use that to our advantage, get some early points. And most importantly, the reason why I'm getting the point early is to put my bots into a good algorithm. Now, what is a good bot algorithm? Now, like, what? Am I talking shit out of my ass? What are you talking about, Congo? Well, in essence, I'm fucking terrible. But we already knew that. But what is a good bot algorithm? Well, in essence, bots in this game can only do one thing at a time, right? I think I've said this many times already. And so, if there are less points to capture, well, guess what? If there are less points to capture, they are more likely to attack. And that's the biggest problem with air superiority bots, right? You've seen it before. Your planes do nothing, and then the enemy planes just massacre yours. And that's because they have the good bot algorithm. It's not determined by your win rate or some fucking bullshit like that. No, it's not. It's determined by the state of the match. So for people that play A6 in air superiority, well, you're not catching many points, right? So the state of your game is kind of ass. But oh, my game is doing something. So if you don't have many points captured, then your bots have a higher chance of going on the capture the point algorithm. Whereas if you have many points captured, then your bots have a higher chance of doing the killing algorithm. As you can see, my MiG-21 is doing the killing algorithm right now. So, in essence, that's the kind of balancing game you want to play in air superiority. If you have bots. If it's 5v5, then, you know, you play in a different manner, but yes, there is some consideration you need to be making, and that is how to initialize your bot. I'm gonna stick close here because the Su-30 has less maneuverability than me, then he can't do anything. He's coming around, but he can't do anything. He's gonna have to go into the vertical. He crashed into a wall. So as you can see, because they have triple points, that means all of my bots are going to be on the capture algorithm, and all of their bots is going to be on the attack algorithm, and that's actually really bad for me. So hopefully my bots can make some plays. My F-15 should do something, and yeah, that'll be pretty good. And now that we're sort of even, then it's gonna be about even in bot tempo, right? So my bots are gonna be trying capturing, and some of my bots will be trying to kill. If my F-15 can kill the Su-30, oh, dude, how do you lose that? You're F-15. Okay, my teammates find new ways to disappoint me every day. Need to find the Su-30, disruptive flares, kill the guy real quick, pretty good. Need to capture and rotate the bot's attention over to B. to change the fight direction. Plus you see the fight direction is coming to C, right? So this is not very good for us at all. But I have a lot of offense, so pushing the fight direction over to A is actually manageable. Manageable, but it's not good. Okay, none of my rockets hit, I'm terrible. Su-30, but I'm gonna recapture the point. And if the F1 comes down here, then I'm gonna just one-shot him. I'm gonna push tempo over to A. If I can get triple points, then my bots will go into the killing algorithm, and they're gonna sweep up all of the enemy bots. And that's when the real game begins. There we go. Let's go F-15. I thought the F-15 was a bot. Oops. But yeah, now all of my bots are on the killing algorithm, while all of their bots are on the capture algorithm. Now you might think that it's gonna be a free win, but that's not necessarily the case, because if all of your bots are on the killing algorithm and all of theirs is on the catching algorithm, well, if your bots don't kill them in time, then you're gonna not do anything. Yeah, this is the expected result. Then you're not gonna do anything, right? Because your bots are just gonna be focused on killing them. And if your bots have no missiles, then they're just gonna chase them around like an idiot. And then they're gonna capture all the points, they get triple points, and suddenly you're losing the game. So one of the better ways to solo play air superiority is to never go for the third point. Is to always keep you at 2. That way, some of your bots are on the kill algorithm, while some of them are on the capture algorithm, and it will always rotate such that it never coin flips. Alright, cutting over to the extra section, see you in a bit. And welcome to the extra section. The match time was 30 seconds, so there's real players. My bad, real player. There's only one, and it's the JF-17. Okay. Now, but my plane is not very fast, but it hits hard. It hits hard in a straight line, so holding B would be good to do counter offense. But I'm just gonna see how the game plays out. One of the biggest problems that most new players face is that when they enter a lobby, and this is something that traps even old players too, is that when they enter a lobby, they all come up with plans. And then I'm surprised that the game loses when people stick to the plans. Because air superiority should be played more fluidly. If you're an F-16 and you're holding A point, and that's what you have decided to do, then the enemies capture B and C. Well, they don't need to attack A, do they? They just need to hold B and C, because, once again, only takes 2 to win. I did not mean to do that. It only takes 2 to win. So, then you just be hovering around A like a dumbass, while your team fights 5v4 on B and C. So, naturally the best play would have been the F-16 to reconvene with his team, right? To handle B and C, to try and get the even fight. But that can't be done if you always stick to a plan. A plan is merely a suggestion, right? You have to watch how the game goes to make decisions. Otherwise, the enemy team will give you decisions to make more and more until you can no longer handle them. Killed that guy. And this is what the Super Saber does, right? It's a rocket plane with pretty good cannons. I saw in the recent public test server that they're introducing rockets to the F4, and I really don't know what Starform is doing with that. That is the worst thing I have ever heard of in my life. So yeah, if they go through with that plan, be prepared for the upcoming F4 meta, because it is just a better Jaguar at this point. For players that have been playing long enough to know what pre-nerf Jaguar was, Yeah, that's about the strength that we're expecting. I didn't see where he was. Was he below? Oh, there he is. Rockets, none of the rockets landed, that's unfortunate. He does it though. Does he have disruptive flares? No, he doesn't. He just has finishing guns. Okay. Okay, well that's it for this match. Not a very good match. Really not good at all. I'm fighting a new player and I crash into a wall. This result is not unexpected. To be a bit mean, it's kind of like hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby, right? Like, he had no chance here. Unless I played my bots extremely poorly. And I know how to do bomb manipulation, by the way. Alright, cutting over to the next game. See you in a bit. Okay, so the match time was 1 minute and 20 seconds. I think that might be that I'm the only guy. Yep. It's just a bot match. So, not much to discuss about. I think I've already discussed all there is for me to discuss in the previous game. Maybe I'll just try and play a little better, get some more practice on the F-100 before the Winstreak game. And hopefully the Winstreak game will go well. Trying to get more practice with my rocket aiming. There's a guy up there. I mean, not bad, but it's just bots, right? If I can't shoot rockets at bots, then there's something wrong. Got him. I also saw the disruptive flares and Daredevil turning were being nerfed, so that's a good thing. But I don't think it'll make much of a difference because of the way the meta works. And so why does the meta exist in Metalstone? In essence, it is one thing. The ability for... okay, thanks, Wi-Fi. You saw that, right? What was that? My game slowed down. My ISP is dog water. Okay, well, back to the discussion on the meta. Why does the meta exist? Simple. Because some planes can kill others from the front. Either positively or one-for-one trade. And some planes cannot. And the planes that are meta can both kill from the front and have enough agility to evade from the back. So, example, an A-10 can kill from the front, but its agility kind of sucks and you can't outrun people from the back. That's what I meant to say, by the way. It's not to kill people from the back, it's to live from someone shooting at you from the back. And in that sense, that's why the meta exists. What are the meta planes? F1, ADV, M2K. All of those have either high health or powerful cannons. And why does that matter? It's because they can kill things from the front and they have enough agility to not die from the back. It's I would say it's a pretty simple conclusion. Now, why is that the reason the meta exists? Well, to simply put, it is because, well, it is because planes in this game, unlike in Counter-Strike, you cannot shoot backwards. Which, I mean, is a pretty fucking obvious statement, right? Now, because you can't shoot backwards, it means that, well, if someone gets behind you, then you're kind of fucked, aren't you? And that's the only reliable way to kill every plane in the game, is to get behind them. Now what does that matter? It matters that some planes can break this rule and some planes cannot. And for example, the MiG-19, if you can only shoot it from the back cause you'll die from the front, well, it's hard to go behind a MiG-19, isn't it? You need a teammate to bait the MiG-19 from the front. And in that case, if you need 2 people to kill 1 MiG-19, then what if the enemy team has 3 MiG-19s? Then you need, what, 6 people to kill 3 MiG-19s? So you see the math doesn't add up, right? And that's why the meta exists. And, I'm just gonna let this hang here while I discuss a little bit more, but it's not gonna be too in-depth. And in essence, the reason why disruptive flares and daredevil turning exists is because meta planes can use them the best. Daredevil turning helps them turn faster and in turn point themselves at the enemy better, like the MiG-19 for instance. But what it also does is help escape danger. So if you ever play the F-15, you see a MiG-19, I'm gonna go get him, right? He goes behind a wall, does 44 degree per second turn rate, and all of a sudden you're completely fucked. And that's because of daredevil turning. Because daredevil turning gives meta planes survivability. That is the most important thing. It gives them a ton of survivability. And if you don't use disruptive flares or daredevil turning, or specifically daredevil turning, then you do not have the maneuverability to catch them. And disruptive flares, about the same thing. If they can kill you with cannons from the front, then disruptive flares gives you the survivability. So it really doesn't matter that they're nerfing the stats. From what I saw, it's nerfing the distance at which daredevil turning activates. That's not gonna do much, because as long as they can go behind a wall and run away, then they've used daredevil turning to its fullest potential already. It means you can't catch them from the back, or it's extremely hard to catch them from the back. And now how are you gonna engage it from the front? It's put you at a very inconvenient position, so it doesn't give you much options. Alright, thanks for watching to the end of the episode, and I'll see you in the next one.